every year we go to the first game down in Melbourne at the MCG, Carlton versus Richmond, but this year obviously we couldn't because of COVID. We went to 18 games, including the Grand Final. We travelled to Darwin one weekend to see Carlton play on the Friday night and Richmond on the Saturday night, which was an awesome experience. This year we averaged at least 2 games a week, and there was one week where we actually went to 3 games in the same week. If COVID had never happened, we wouldn't have that experience here in Queensland, so there is one positive from COVID: we got to see more football. My husband's a very passionate Richmond supporter, so therefore there was a lot of pressure on me to get the tickets for the Grand Final, including knocking off work early that day, not even having a lunch break so I could come home early, sit and watch the minutes tick by until 3 o'clock when the tickets went on sale. So much pressure that I didn't even look at what I was buying. I just got the 4 tickets and paid the maximum amount, but it was so worth it because it was an experience that we'll never have again. Because if we were to do that in Melbourne, we would have been up against 100,000 Richmond supporters, and there's no way we could have got tickets. So for us, it was a big tick off our bucket list and something that we will remember for the rest of our lives. The final this year at the Gabba only had 30,000, but it was still electric, the atmosphere. There was so much noise and cheering. Just, it was amazing. Okay, so this was the 3rd time in the last 4 years that Richmond had made it to the Grand Final. So much excitement for our family, because my husband was been a Richmond supporter all his life and had never seen Richmond play in a Grand Final, so he was beside himself with excitement. We stayed in the city, so it was easier for us to get to the game. There was a lot of rain before the game started, so we were a bit worried about the weather, but it was all good. We called an Uber to the game. There was Richmond people everywhere, black and yellow, which was awesome. The Tigers are bold. We're strong and we're bold. Where's you from? Entertainment was amazing. Shepherd did such a good job. And just the lighting and the kids dancing, it was something that we'll never forget. And of course the game was the best. Richmond was behind at the start of the 1st and 2nd quarter, but then in the 3rd quarter they came home. I think the crowd this year was a lot more Richmond than Geelong. You couldn't have a conversation with the person beside you because it was just so loud, which was awesome because that's all part of the game. My favourite part of the game was when there was only a couple of minutes to go and we knew that Richmond had won, and everyone sitting around us started singing the Richmond football song. It was the best. It was the best moment of the game. After the game, there was a few tears, lots of yelling, screaming, clapping, and then we stayed until Richmond walked off the ground. So it's something that we'll remember for the rest of our lives. Very special to enjoy it together as a family.